What's going on? How y'all doing tonight? This video gonna be about that country singer Morgan Wallen, who is busted for his racist slur and what he said, and his record company suspended him and country music and all this, and I'm shaking my head because they're some of the biggest phonies they are. I lived in Nashville back in the day. Let me tell you something. Grand Ole Opry must be the Grand Ole Wizardry. Look, I used to watch Hee Haw. I got much respect for a lot of country artists. However, what Charlie Pride, Ray Charles, and Darius Rucker have to go through, do they really gonna act like this white guy just came out the blue and was the first one to say those things? You ask country black artists what they experience, and this guy is just barely a blip on the radar. Are you kidding me? Nashville and country music has always been a good old boy redneck backwards mindset. Let's be real about something, because a lot of them is ignorant, don't know nothing. They probably down with that corn and all that all that other stuff, the KKK and all that other stuff. Country music is a cousin to R&B music. Put a drum beat and a kick drum on it. That's what it is. It's black music. It's R&B. Somewhere along the line, they twanged it up. Some of these cats be playing with it all like they plucking a note out of tune and sound like they got a pitchfork stuck in their behind and called it country and made it to a Billy Bob joint. It's R&B music, watered down, whitewashed, just like rock and roll. Don't get me started. People who don't know are in for a real rude awakening. Country music is like basically, while I respect the CMAs as far as you have to play and everything, they ain't nothing but a good old boy redneck hangout. Like the Klan. It's like NRA. Any of these institutions, FBI, all that. Please. So this white cat, he's racist. And he said what he said. He knew what he was saying. And why are they going to act like they're going to come bust on him? If you're going to bust on something, you should bust on the whole CMA, the whole Country Music Association. You don't mean to tell me that they treat a black entertainer in there like, oh, we got one, when you stole it from black folks. Like you're supposed to be all shocked, like, oh, good and well, these good old boys have said this every day. He just got caught. He happened to say it in a climate where you got the changing of the guard with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. People get on their senses. Now, don't get me wrong. Something had to be done, but you ain't going to cut his career off. And how you going to cut his career off when you've been allowing that plantation known as the Grand Ole Opry and all that stuff in Nashville? Think we don't know about it? Where else do you think that, okay, let me enlighten some folks on some stuff, because they always think black folks don't be, look, I used to listen to Neil McCoy. Okay, I've seen black country artists. There have been a few more, but I can remember when Charlie Pride was like the Jackie Robinson, the black person that does the all you can be person. Kind of like how Sidney Poitier was, played every role. Sissy Tyson that played every role. Rest in peace, Sissy Tyson. Kind of like how LeVar Burton used to play all the black roles. That's how it was in country. Good old Charlie Pride. See? Ray Charles turned it out too. And they had to acknowledge it. Didn't want to. But it is nothing but R&B music's cousin. You put a kick drum, put the steel guitar, put electric on there, same thing. It just got turned into this twangy wangy, like you set your behind on some cactuses. That's all. So this cat, they trying to act like they semi-canceling him. Morgan Wallen, whatever. Please. First of all, he's going to be bigger than he was before, because people going to buy the records out of protest. You duh. And second of all, somebody will make a gimmick and have him on a hook. You never know. He could end up on a trap record. I mean, come on now. I mean, is he any worse than Donald Trump, who incited a racist riot? Really? Is that what we're doing? Is that where we're going? Because, yeah, he might be racist, but he ain't the big fish. Country music in Nashville is the real big fish because they've been promoting a racist, separatist agenda for a long time. And for the record, I'm a big country music fan. Like, I like a lot of the artists because I said it before. They put the other award shows to shame. You got to play live and sing live on there. However, why is it so white at the Country Music Awards? Why is it so white at these country shows? Why? Tell me why. You see, because they can't explain it. It has become acceptable. It has become privilege to have an all-white country show. Pretty much. Used to see the only thing black you seen it was tuxedos and a cowboy hat. Why is that? When did it become a Billy Bob Confederate flag hangout? When? Why? Why? No different what they did rock and roll, steal it and move from it. If you played Robert Johnson's guitar playing records next to Hank Williams Sr.'s records, blues, offshoot, country, tell me what's the difference if you know your music. Holla at your boy. Hit me up with those comments and them thoughts. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for one another, and they actually, by doing what they're doing to this cat, the big fish is Nashville and the country music, because they've been a good old boy for a long time. They just ain't been called out on their BS. I'm done.